Hello again, everyone. Welcome to part 2 of my personal experiences with Goddess Sekhmet. So I will start off where I left off. Goddess Sekhmet showed herself to me in that way. So she helped me face a lot of my fears in that way. She gave me that tough love and made me stand up for myself, kind of thing. That was her energy, and that's what she gave to me. So when I meditated with her, it was lesson time. It was sparring time, so to speak. It was training time. So she made me, buck up, get stronger. No dilly-dallying. Stop this nonsense, Let's go. So it was good for me. It was good for me. She just, that was what she needed to approach me with, and that is how she approached me. So that was one of my initial experiences with her. So after that, I did make an altar for her. In the beginning, it was rather small. It was kind of on a table shared with other items, and I didn't want it that way. So I bought her a little, like an actual separate shelf that she could have, that I could put all her things on. And she likes beer. So I usually buy her I think it's called Modelo, or anything like dark and mild. Like, she likes that very rich sort of beer. And I will also occasionally give her fresh water as well in the mornings. So I'll also give her dark chocolate as well. Like the dark chocolate mixtures of the Lindt chocolate, I will give her dark chocolate, because I can almost, like, she likes the dark chocolate. And I get her tiger's eye and I think it's black tourmaline. And carnelian, of course, I had to get for her, because that's how I first encountered her in this life, was with the Temple of Carnelian card from the Oracle deck. So I bought her one of those as well. But she has that now. She has that. And I was able to find a statue of her that reflected the image I first saw of her when I closed my eyes. That beautiful turquoise color. You can kind of see her in the back right there. That's her altar, and her image is that same blue color that I saw in the beginning. So it came together, and I created that and made sure she had an altar. And hopefully when I have more room, maybe I can make it a little bit bigger. Right now, in my meditations with her, she isn't as tough anymore as she was in the beginning. She's very loving. She will still guide and direct, with a very calm, of course, very calm and, guiding voice. But right now she has been helping me with astral projection, which I did not expect from her, and that's what she has been helping me with a lot. So when I meditate with her, a lot of times I've been experiencing astral projection, and I've seen some things, and I have no idea sometimes what am I seeing? So it's exciting for me. So she's helping me kind of understand and learn to do that. So when I meditate with her, usually when I meditate in the very beginning, I am always faced with those pond fronds that I always see. And as the meditation moves on, the pond fronds sort of dissipate away, and I'm taken elsewhere. So in one of my meditations with her, where she was helping me with my astral projection, I was sitting and I was meditating, and I saw the strangest thing. I saw, it looked like a dirt, like plain or ground that I saw, and all dirt, kind of loose, a little bit powdery almost. And the dirt was a very orange red color. And it was windy because there was wind blowing up some of that red dirt into the air, and it seemed dark out with a single point of light, very, very dim single point of light coming in from this way. And it seemed like in the middle part of where I was looking at this dusty red ground, there was, I don't know how else to say it. It almost looked like a little road, but I don't know that it was a road. It was like a indentation, sort of, a little bit lighter in color, on the ground. Just one line going this way. And there were on the ground these little, what I thought were stones. They were the same color as the dirt, but they looked like perfectly round little, what I would think, or what you and I would think would call river stones almost. That's how smooth they were. And they were on the ground. And they were in little clusters. So it'd be like 10 here, and then maybe one right here. And then on the other side of that little road-looking indentation, there was maybe a cluster of like 7, and one on the outside there. And as I was looking, I'm like, what am I looking at right now? And I just focused on what I was seeing, like not hold my breath, but almost like, what am I seeing right now? Where am I? And as I looked at these little pebble rock things, I looked at one of them, and one of them was, well, for lack of a better word, it just looked like it was like the little stone had popped up, and underneath of it was this little squiggly body or root or something, this little like root attached to this top, and it had all these little tendrils, and it was shaking and shaking and shaking and shaking and shaking and wiggling all over the place. And I'm like, what's going on with that one? So came out. I was like, whoa, what was that? And it impressed me so much that I actually drew a picture of it just real quick. I sketched it in pen, and just to put it, on paper so I could actually look at it and take the time to try and process what I was seeing. And after looking at the image, I realized that those weren't pebbles or stones at all, that those were some kind of life form in little colonies. And the little guy over here was standing up, wiggling all his little tendrils around because the wind was blowing, and he was trying to catch stuff in his little tendrils. The same way sort of a barnacle would when the tide is going. You see their little fins come out of their shells and then go back out. They're catching particles within the ocean tide that way. it was the same concept, but it was catching it in the wind. And I didn't realize this until I actually looked at the image after I drew it, and I was like, those aren't stones at all. They're little critters or something. And they're huddled together because they're in colonies. Like, that's their little colony. And that blew me away when I actually had a chance to look at it and realize what I was looking at. I was like, oh, holy crap. Excuse me. Holy Frazuli, I don't know, but whatever. So, yeah, that was one experience. And then another time I saw a young girl. She was kneeling on the ground. And as she kneeled on the ground, she was in a dress with I guess an apron type of thing over her dress. And she had a bonnet on. And she was kneeling on the ground, and it was dirt, like a dirt ground, and she was kneeling down. And I couldn't see her face because it was covered by the bonnet. But I remember seeing her, and I thought I would try my luck. And I actually called out. I spoke out loud. I said, "Hello?" And she turned to look my way. And the moment she turned, kind of everything just faded away. And I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, did she see me? Where is she? Who is she? You know? And came out of that meditation. Another time I was meditating with Goddess Sekhmet, and I felt like I was falling. And as I was falling, I realized I started seeing points of light passing me super fast. And I realized I was in space, and I was just zooming so fast that it made my heart kind of like, because I was going so fast. And I saw this planet, and I just zoomed into this planet super fast. I was like, oh my gosh, because I was going so fast. And I don't know if I slammed into the planet or what happened, but I got super close, like I was going to slam into that planet, and I came out of it. I was like, whoa, what was that? What was that? So that was another experience. And most recently, I had an experience where I started seeing an image of a house made of white stone, and I could see hillsides behind it. And I was walking through a garden, and everything was like a white stone. And I remember passing underneath a doorway with white stone here, and entering into a house. The doors opened, and I saw this courtyard within the house kind of thing. I don't know if you've ever seen that. And as I was looking, trying to, get better details with things, I think I'm trying too hard, honestly, but I was trying very hard to get better detail. It faded away, and it went away. And I came out of it, and I was like, where was I? What is that? And I thanked her for giving me that meditation, because it was so impressive. So, wow, just wow. And so as of right now, when I meditate with her, she's teaching me about my astral projection. She's helping me with that. And oftentimes now when I meditate with her, she isn't sensei so much anymore. She's still quiet and kind of regarded with that, very respectful sort of air. But it's a little softer. It's a little gentler right now. So we've kind of moved into this phase where this is how she is seeing to my best good at this time. So, but yeah, those are my experiences with Goddess Sekhmet. Some of them may have resonated with you or been very different from your experiences. But if you would like, please leave comments down below and let me know your experiences. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to get back to you. You're welcome to follow me on Facebook as well. I always leave my Facebook link in my about this video section down below. And feel free to subscribe if you would like. I'm working on trying to create different playlists and just give more information as I can. So, but if you have spiritual experiences, I would love to hear from you. So thank you so much for being here with me, and blessings to you. And I hope you have a beautiful day or a wonderful evening. Thank you and goodbye.